So that's pretty good. Under a thumbnail, 5 shots, first try. I bet you they'd all went in the same hole. Let's put up another target, see if I can shoot better. Today we're going to take a look at the 6mm Backdraft carbon fiber barrel. We're going to get our first precision test out of this barrel. This is part of a greater system that utilizes a suppressor in its design. It's designed to work in conjunction with the suppressor. However, today, just to eliminate the performance of the barrel by itself and to see how well it holds up against other carbon fiber barrels that I've used in the past, we're just going to use it with the Rye Zero muzzle brake. These barrels are designed to be very affordable. They actually, a lot of times, include deals where the suppressor is included with the purchase of the barrel, so it's designed to work as a system. This particular barrel we're using is a 20-inch Outlier Backdraft in 6mm, and it weighs about 2 pounds and 7 ounces. So this barrel was originally born from a Navy SEAL sniper. His idea was to create something that would reduce thermal signature in bad environments. However, the advantage to us as sportsmen is that it's a highly lightweight design. It does run very cool to the touch, so there's less hazard in touching the barrel or the suppressor. Everything runs very cool, very quiet, and is extremely short and lightweight by design. The core design of the entire system, and we're going to get into this later, we're going to talk about the suppressors, which we are still testing now. So the way the backdraft system works is that you have a barrel which comprises of the bore, which is on the inside, and also a plurality of perpendicular support structures which create channels inside the barrel. Those perpendicular support structures and the channel wall and the sleeve create channels running the full length of the forward barrel portion. And so when you fire a round, the gas that's being expelled is propelling the round forward. It gets discharged through the suppressor back through the actual barrel, which now becomes a part of the blast chamber, and it allows the gases to cool in a much larger area. And so thermodynamically, you have the gases expanding into a much larger area inside those channels in the barrel. Once it goes back down into the muzzle of the barrel, it'll be redirected back forward and out the front of the barrel again. So it's a backdraft system. It's actually, the gas is flowing through those chambers on the inside of the barrel. The barrel works to help the suppressor. You get a very long suppressor function when the suppressor itself is attached. Now, I do believe these barrels do include suppressors. Many times when you buy them, I will include information below on where to find these things. They're actually very, very affordable. This is a very unique design that I think is going to really shake up the suppressor market once it gets well known. And once all the bugs are worked out of it, this thing it has a very unique feel to it. It's got a slow, airy push to the recoil. It runs very cool, and it's extremely lightweight, and it is a lot shorter than a lot of other suppressor designs by design, because the barrel does a lot of the work with the suppressor when the suppressor is attached. So the point of our test here today is to actually verify the performance capability of this barrel by itself without the suppressor attached, and then we will test the system as a whole to see how that precision performance is maintained throughout the entire system. So we're just going to do our first group today and report the results. I have not had a chance to shoot this rifle yet. This will be my very first time on this rifle with this trigger, etc. I have not dry fired it. We're just going to take it to the bench with some factory ammo, and we're going to see how it shoots. So here is a view of the target we're going to use. This is the 100-meter sniper target, right? And these are 0.1 MRADs across, so pretty small little squares, approximately 3/8 of an inch. The center square is about that big. So this is what we're going to be aiming at, just so you can see what we're looking at downrange. Okay, so we are taking a shot here. This is our very first shot. A very, very lightweight rifle, so my pulse is going through the crosshairs on my end. I can absolutely see every tiny little wiggle. So there is the first round. That actually struck inside that center square on the bottom right quadrant of the square. Trying to keep it steady is a little tricky because I mean, it's a very lightweight rifle, super lightweight. And if you haven't shot a lightweight rifle like this, man, it's a whole different ballgame in terms of marksmanship. You really have to have your end squared away. You don't have the weight forgiveness to kind of absorb a lot of your movements. So you have to be very, very steady, even on sandbags. So here the rounds, you can barely see them. They are stacking in there on the lower edge of that block, if you look carefully. And so I'm cranking up here. That's a nice Arken Optic, man. Those things are, that's the J series, SH-4, super rugged. I don't know if you guys saw the torture test on that, but we are stacking rounds right in here. Trying to be as steady as possible. That one was a little bit low. I don't think I pulled that one, but it did hit just a tiny bit lower than the other ones. And then here, I actually did pull that one to the left. I called that one. But the SH-4 series scope, man, what a scope. Check it out. I'll leave a link below for you. Go ahead and kill that one. I'm going to go check it out.
What's going on?
I'm going to go check it out.
Okay, let's go.
It's a very light rifle, super light.
It was throwing pretty heavy pressure at me.
Yeah, even with the brake, it doesn't have like recoil to it, but it doesn't have recoil energy really a lot, but the recoil velocity, because it's so light, it's fast. So it's startling when it goes off. With the suppressor, I think it'll be better. But it's not like a heavy kicker. It's not moving off target really. But between the blast, that shorter barrel, and that re-zero brake's very effective, but it's also kind of loud. We shall see. First couple shots, I couldn't see through the scope exactly where I'm hitting, but we got black we're shooting at, so. I was holding mostly good because like even my pulse on that light of a rifle, because I'm laying on it, is pretty hefty on the rifle. All right. Okay. Okay, I think that last one is to the left because I pulled to the left. Go ahead and grab that off of there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one, I was definitely over here at the crosshairs when it went off. First time trying the trigger. It's a light trigger, so it was not quite perfect, but gosh dang, it's a good shooter, isn't it? So that was pretty good. Under the thumbnail, 5 shots, first try. I bet you they'd all went in the same hole. Let's put up another target, see if I can shoot better. So at the time of this recording, there is a sale going on right now on the Backdraft systems. There's a lot of coupons that I think they're going to give you a suppressor with it, the certificate for it. I think you can wait until the paperwork stuff. I don't know how that's going with the NFA stuff, but if you want a suppressor with it, they have a deal with that. I'll leave the links below to share. Of course, it supports the channel. We are still conducting testing on the suppressors. I have a couple new, the updated versions coming in for full testing and evaluation. I plan to get a bunch of rounds through these to make darn sure they're going to work good. But the barrel so far is shooting very good in this 6mm. In all honesty, it's probably outperforming the other carbon fiber barrels that I currently have. I have one from Proof on a very, very high-end rifle, and it shoots great. But this thing, man, it's putting them almost in the same hole, which is hard to do consistently. We'll get more testing and see how that works. I have another barrel from another company besides that also is a good shooting barrel, but not quite this good. So for the price, it's keeping up with the really high dollar stuff. And with the unique system, it's a lot lighter and it's a lot cooler running. It's designed to be a very, very cool running. It's very unique. So you can check it out. I don't know if you saw the video from the slow-mo guys. You can check that out as well. Maybe I'll leave a link below. But please use the REX code upon discount. But please use the REX code if you can. It helps the channel. I do appreciate you guys. And I would jump on this while they're kind of available. They have kits, the chassis. This is the chassis I'm running as well. Good system. Like, works great. And for the money especially, it's very, very, very affordable. Michael and Mike down there at Outlier both insisted that it's going to be the most affordable deal in this class that a guy can get, but also still perform at that close to really, really good performance level. So you guys be the judge of that. Let me know what your results are for whatever you have. If you have one already, let me know how it shoots below. Curious to see how this is going to work out in the long run. You guys have a wonderful day. Rex out.